Welcome this morning to our class, The 10 Commandments of Truck Company Operations. And I want to welcome all of you that are watching this on not only on DVD, but my live audience here this morning. We've got several different fire departments that are representing for this class. And as I was just talking to the audience before we started filming this, that this is one of my favorite subjects to talk about, because basically fire ground operations today, I think, have dramatically changed from a couple of different viewpoints. Number one, the fires that we go to are significantly different than the fires we went to yesterday. We'll talk about that throughout the class. Welcome back to the program. And this next commandment, number 4, use your aerial device to its full capability, or your aerial device can be a useful tool if you let it, will apply specifically to those departments that have aerial devices. The next 5 commandments we're going to go through after this one, I think, will apply equally well to a department that has a truck or does not have a truck. We're going to be talking about some various things about how do you size up a building? How do you size up the environment? How do you set your fire ground priorities? And I'll wait till we get into that, but I think you'll see how that information, the last 5 commandments, can apply equally well to both types of apparatus. Let's start off and let's talk about your aerial device can be a useful tool if you let it. First of all, when a truck apparatus comes in and spots to a building, normally speaking, how much space do they take up? Yeah, the whole street. So if you look at that picture, you'll notice the first engine, which is parked in the front of the truck, radioed the truck, I want you to come in from the opposite direction. And that was a 100-foot platform, which takes up quite a bit of space. So if I know what I'm standing on, if I know where the fire is in relation to me, then I can determine my ventilation feasibility. When I would go to an incident, I would tell my truck captains, don't ever ask me if you should cut a hole in the roof. I'm not standing up there. You are. I'm sitting out in a command vehicle, got the air conditioning on. It's always a balmy 72 degrees, right? But you're standing up there, you're looking at it. And I said, and besides that, if you cut it and we didn't need to, what's the worst that's going to come out of that? It was a great drill. I mean, what's not to like about that, right? Something happened. And I remember the 2 firefighters in the back of the house, because the fire was in the kitchen service porch, went for the back door. They knew where the back door was. They forced the front door, and they're looking at bars over the door, right about the time that we rounded the corner. And to this day, I can still see 2 firefighters on the inside hanging on the bars yelling, "Get us out, get us out, get us out." And we got them out. But I thought, never, ever again will I allow firefighters to go into a structure and have one way in and the same way back out.